All right, so I brought you guys out here today because I want to do a service project for our neighbors, and we want to be able to show some Christian love and some gratitude for being such wonderful people around us in our community, okay? Sweet, let's do this! I don't wanna... Well, it doesn't matter what you want right now, because right now we're going to be building a shed for this family, so you better enjoy it. Or at least pretend to. Woohoo! Yeah! Yeah! Did you drink too many energy drinks this morning? Yup. This is too much, too early. Okay, now, so we're gonna take these beams and we're gonna move them from here to over there. All right, can you guys do that? All right. Let's do this. All right, the sooner I start, I guess the sooner I'm done. That's the spirit, well, sort of, I guess. Wow, Justin, man, you're lifting so much. That's awesome. I can lift more than that. Beat that. Oh, impressive, Derek. Impressive. What? I can do more than that. I'm the Hulk. Hulk smash. All right, dude, you're on. 4 beams, here I come. Oh boy. Gonna get it. Oh, Justin, come quick. We need help. Get this off Derek. No, I can do it on my own. Just give me a second. All right. Help me. All right, 1, 2, 3. Thanks, I guess. Are you all right? Did you hurt anything? Dude, just his pride. Dude, chill out. I mean, how many energy drinks did you actually drink this morning? 5? What? Oh, man. In any case, Derek, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Probably could have lifted it myself if you weren't stressing me out like that. It's okay to ask for help sometimes. Actually, that reminds me of our word of the week for today. It's on strength. How does strength have anything to do with asking for help? Well, let me tell you guys a story, and maybe you could figure it out from there. It's in Judges 13 through 16, and it's about a guy named Samson. But before we do that, let's head inside. We could take a little bit of break, maybe ice some bruises or anything like that, and we can learn a little bit more about our word this week, which is strength. Oh, so then Samson was like the strongest dude to ever live then, right? Yes. So he was a Nazarite from birth, which just meant that he was dedicated to God. He couldn't cut his hair. He couldn't touch anything that was dead. He couldn't eat or drink anything from the vine. He couldn't drink any alcohol whatsoever. And yes, other people could be Nazarites, but this situation was special because God was saying, as long as you're a Nazarite, I will give you the ability to defeat the Philistines in whatever way you need. And so he was able to give him an extra helping of power through his spirit to give him that strength. And so yes, he was the strongest man to ever live. Sounds like he had a Tarzan vibe about him. Sorry, I'm still a little hyper. Yeah, he was a little wild like Tarzan. a little bit crazy, a little bit different, and we'll learn about that more. But God wanted to use him. God wanted to utilize Samson in a way to help the Israelites. And so he used that Nazirite vow. He used that opportunity to give Samson that extra helping of strength so that he could overcome and defeat the Philistines in any situation.
So like the Hulk.
Well, you really like the Hulk. Yeah, he was a little bit like the Hulk, like in the sense of only certain situations would he be able to use God's strength. And he was able to do some crazy and amazing things. One of the things he did was he defeated a lion with his bare hands. And he killed hundreds and over 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of a donkey. And he tore the gates off of a city and carried up on a mountain and placed it up there to set an example for the city people. He was kind of an epic character in the Bible. But it was only through that vow. And so as long as Samson trusted and had faith in God and did what God commanded, he would have the ability to utilize that strength. But as we read and as we see, Samson didn't always follow what God asked him to do. Many times he did things selfishly. And a lot of those situations where he defeated the Philistines were almost out of revenge. Even though God was able to use it for his glory, Samson still did it in a selfish nature, in a selfish way.
God's pretty awesome like that.
Yes, God is. But Samson kind of took that grace and mercy for granted, and eventually Samson seemed to have that idea that the strength came from himself and not from God.
Sounds like it didn't go so well in the end then, did it?
You might say that. Samson had a lot of weaknesses, even though he was the strongest man in the world. And one of those weaknesses, well, was a girl.
Hey there, Delilah.
Hey there, Samson.
So, we've been hanging out a lot, and I was just wondering if you wanted to, I don't know, if you
Strongest man in the world, and you can't even ask a girl out.
Well, yeah, I mean, might be the strongest man in the world, but I guess one of my weaknesses might be talking to beautiful girls like you. So, do you want to like go out sometime?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a pretty wild girl. Do you think you can handle me?
Nah, I bet you're nothing like what the townspeople say. Oh, that was a crazy night. We almost got arrested.
Oh, that was just a normal night for me.
I think I'm in love.
Hey, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. I got some money. I need some help. You want to make some quick cash?
Oh, well, what you need?
Well, you know that Samson guy? Well, us Philistines, we don't really like him. And, every time we try to beat him, he beats us. He whoops us. He's like super strong, and we want to get rid of him. So we need your help.
Yeah, 'cause, he's super strong.
Yeah. Whatever man has his weakness, but, I think you can find his.
What's in it for me? I've grown kind of, I guess you could say, fond of this Samson boy.
Yeah, I told you. Money. Like $10,000 or more. Can you do it?
Okay. Oh, Samson!
Oh, Samson, is there anything
that can defeat you? Like, is there anything that can make you lose your strength?
Yep. Just tie me up with 7 fresh cords and I'll be as weak as any other dude.
That was easy.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Huh.
Well, here you go.
Okay.
Let's see if this works.
Oh, Samson, wake up! The Philistines are upon you!
You think you have me trapped?
You're going down, Phyllis.
Hey, Samson, what's the actual secret to your weakness?
Why are you asking?
No reason. Just some small talk.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I thought you were gonna like tell the Philistine lords and they're gonna try to trick me again and capture me.
No, that's ridiculous. So what makes you weak?
New ropes, yeah. New ropes, never been used, tie me up and I can't get out of them.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. We'll see.
Let's try this once
This is
again.
going to be good. Thank you, my lords. Samson, wake up! The Philistines are
Not
attacking!
again.
So I guess cords and rope don't actually make you weak.
Oh, I guess not.
Do you actually have a weakness?
Of course I do.
I don't believe you. You won't tell me.
Fine. What really makes me weak as any other man is if you tie my hair up in a loom.
What? That doesn't make any sense. Does that actually make you weak?
Yep.
We'll see.
What did you say?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
We had trouble finding a loom, so you're gonna have to make it yourself.
Oh, this whole loom weaving thing is weird. But I guess if it defeats Samson, I'll give my money and that's what I want.
Don't wake him up like last time.
Oh, Ma, you got it. Oh no, Samson! The Philistines are attacking!
There's a loom in my hair? Oh, that's it.
Honey, do you love me?
Of course I do.
Doesn't seem like it.
What?
Yeah, you can't even tell me your one little secret.
Of course I can, but I don't know, it just seems like you're getting paid by like the Philistine lords to figure out my weakness so you can defeat me or something.
Oh, Samson, you sometimes have a crazy imagination.
Okay, fine. Here's the real reason. Here's the real way you can make me weak. I'm a Nazarite and I can't cut my hair, so if you were to cut my beautiful, amazing locks, I would become as weak as any other man.
If you really love me, you would actually tell me your secret, your weakness, because that can't be it.
Of course would I lie to you.
Oh, yeah, well, you have in the past. So let's just say, hypothetically, if we were to cut off all your hair and the Philistines happen to, well, hypothetically come back and hypothetically, try to capture you, then you would actually be weak and not be able to fight them off?
Hypothetically, yes.
Okay.
All right. This better work.
These are the best scissors you got? Oh, okay. Snip, snip. You got the money?
Of course I do. Henchman, toss it.
Yes, of course. Here you go. Thanks.
You sure this will work?
Well, only one way to find out. Oh, Samson, they're coming for you. The Philistines are here.
I'll just destroy them again. Oh, so tired. Oh, my beautiful hair. Ha ha, we got you now.
Delilah, help!
Oh, honey. Nah, I'm good. I think I got everything I need.
No! So it seemed like Samson started relying on himself.
Yes, exactly. And he became more prideful in those situations. And it started to seem like he was thinking he could do it all on his own without any help from God. And that's not a good position to be in.
Yeah, when his strength was really in his hair.
Of course not, Derek. We know his strength actually came from God. But he started taking that for granted. And it ended up hurting him in the end. But in actuality, cutting his hair wasn't the only thing that he screwed up in his life.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, throughout his life, he touched a dead animal, which would have broken that vow. He may have touched other dead things, we don't know, but maybe. We know he was a big partier, and with big parties come situations that might allow you to break that Nazarite vow with like alcohol and things like that. We know Samson didn't have the best judgment, especially when it came to women, but even in those situations, so he could easily have been drinking and doing other things that would have broken that vow, but God still gave him mercy and grace and gave him strength in the times that he really needed it so that he could defeat the Philistines at those points.
Oh, man, God gives a lot of grace.
Yes, but eventually his actions and his heart showed that he began to lose trust and even faith in God, and that's when his strength started to leave him.
Bummer. That's too bad. He probably could have used his power and strength to help Israel a lot if he could.
Actually, his story's not over yet. If we keep reading, we see that he ends up with a performance at the end that brings, well, the house down.
Sweet, must have been a big rock concert.
Well, big rocks is one way to put it.